Hi, my name's Mike, and I'm with the Oscar Smith Company. Yes, we're here today at the Pleasant Mountain Museum in Pleasant Mountain, Pennsylvania, and we're here to clean up a typical oil furnace puffback. Okay, we're going to enter the Pleasant Mountain Museum. I'm going to give you a little tour of the museum and kind of describe what we're doing with the cleanup of the oil furnace puffback. As you can see here, there's a very heavy oil residue. Very typical of an oil furnace puffback, and this is exactly what the Oscar Smith Company specializes in. We're going to take a walk in the other room, and Kevin's going to be up cleaning the ceiling, and we're going to zoom in on him here, and you're going to see the amount of smoke that's on the ceiling. This was throughout the whole building, throughout all 15 rooms. Okay, the job is very interesting in the sense that it is a museum and has a lot of artifacts in it. As you can see, we're going to look in here and we're going to see a spinning wheel that dates back to 1812, and you can see the amount of smoke that is on it, and it has cleaned well. We're going to look over here, and we have a copy of the October issue of Cosmopolitan, the year 1909. We've cleaned all of this. Here is a pipe organ that still actually works. We've cleaned every square inch of all the walls, all the furniture, the pictures. And to give you an idea of the heavy residue here, you can look at the floor and see how much soot is on the floor. And here's a rocking chair that hasn't been cleaned yet. And you can see the amount of smoke that's on that. We're having excellent results, and I believe we're going to be able to restore everything except for a few soft items like blankets and a few floral arrangements that are in the museum. We're going to come back up here and we're going to look at Kevin. He's going to be washing the walls. The walls are treated a little bit differently. Instead of using a dry cleaning sponge, we're going to be washing them. We have tons of experience doing this. When you get to jobs of this nature that are this complicated with this many items that are totally irreplaceable, you really can't learn this in a 3-day training school. We have almost 40 years experience in the Wyoming Valley doing this, and as you can see the amount of stuff that's on the walls, every single piece was taken off, hand cleaned, and put back on. This was a fantastic job to do. It was very interesting. Most people think work is something evil. We actually enjoyed doing it, and this was really a fun job to do. I'll give you a little tour of the room here. You can see space is at a premium, so they don't waste any of it, and there was tons and tons of items here, and they all cleaned well. We've done inside of every cupboard, every drawer. The museum has a website, a really nice website, and I'm going to list it on the Oscar Smith Company's website. I'll put a link there, and if you ever get a chance, you come on up, make a donation, help these guys out, and there's a wealth of information in here, especially if you have children. Okay, we're going to enter the tool room in the Mount Pleasant Museum. And I'd just like to say that if you have a claim in your home, whether it be fire or smoke or water, feel free to tell your insurance agent or your adjuster that you'd like to have the Oscar Smith Company come out and give you an estimate. It's a trend now that the major insurance companies only transfer the claims to franchise full-service companies. While this is good for big business, doesn't necessarily put the most qualified people in your house. So feel free. We have done work for all the major insurance companies. They all know us very well. I've personally done my first puffback in October of 1972, and we work with all insurance companies. We use Xactimate 27 and with sketched estimates, which is the industry standard. So if you do have a claim, just think throughout this museum, all the stuff that you have seen, if we can restore this back to its original condition, just think what we could do in your home.